Okay, now we're going to look at vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. Now, if you Google vertically opposite angles, the first image that comes up is this picture here. And what the story is when you cross two lines, these little marks are showing you that those two angles are equal. Those are acute angles. Those angles are smaller than 90 degrees. These two angles, though, but there's two more angles here. So there's four angles formed and two pairs of angles, and those pairs are equal. That obtuse angle would equal this angle over here. And you know, if you take two lines and put them anywhere on a protractor, like I took a line here and I went straight across, and then I took another line and I went right to 40 degrees and went right down here on the same direction. And the protractor shows us this idea that opposite angles are equal. Look, when you cross two lines, let's look at this acute angle here, 10, 20, 30, 40. Let's take a look on the other side, 10, 20, 30, 40. Well, vertically opposite angles are equal. And that's the reason you have to write down if you use it. Vertically opposite angles are equal. So if you know that angle is 40 degrees and you don't know this angle, it's got to be the same because when you cross two lines, they're equal. Not only are those two little ones equal, let's take a look at the protractor and show that this big angle is 140 degrees. And to get to there, we would start counting here. Look, 10, 20, 30, 40. We're bending. We're at 90, 100, 110, all the way stopping at 140. So it's good to see on the protractor where you're going. There's 140 degrees. Well, let's look back down here on the other side. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. You just keep going. It's exactly 142. I could do this 1,000 times. It's not a proof, but it would show me pretty darn for sure that vertically opposite angles are equal. Okay. Now there's another symbol. We used it in some of the questions. Maybe you did these two exercises we did before. Here we were angles in a straight line we had to figure out. That was the first exercise. But in the second exercise, maybe some of you know what this symbol means here, this box, because you had to know that to be able to figure out what the angles in this straight line adding up to 180 degrees are. Well, just in case you don't know, that symbol stands for 90 degrees. It means a right angle. So if you see a little box between two rays, it means it's a right angle. So you know that's 90 degrees. Well, what if they told you that one part of the angle here is 30, the small angle is 30 degrees, and you had a question is, what's the unknown angle x here? Well, it's all got to add up to the right angle, 90 degrees. So all you do, just like the angles in a straight line, subtracting from 180, except you subtract it from 90. So there's your 30 degrees. You go 90 degrees minus 30 degrees. There's your answer of 60. Hey, and it makes sense. 60 plus 30 equals the 90. But whenever you do something, it's sort of good to give the reason. Not just sort of good, it's really good. And the reason here would be the angles in a right angle. We know add to 180. So the angles in a right angle. Now, the third exercise we have in this section where we're doing vertically opposite angles in a right angle, angles in a straight line. We've got a whole bunch, 20 different little exercises, and depends on the question which one you should use. Maybe angles in a straight line, maybe vertically opposite angles, maybe angles in a right angle. And it's you have to make the decision based on the picture. By the time you're through, you should be kind of an expert on these three reasons. Okay, good luck with it all. Okay.